Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a day in the life of my hair assistant. This is Summer, everyone. Hello. So she is going to show you from top to bottom her entire day, what it entails, what she does. And yeah, at the end of the video, we're gonna have a really cool interview with a few of my assistants here, and they're gonna tell you like the ins and outs and all of the cool things that you guys probably are looking to hear. So hope you enjoy this video. Check it out.
Okay, so to start off my day, I always come to Starbucks and grab Calynn her coffee to get those creative juices flowing. I got a snowflake on my eye, but let's get this day started. Okay, so before Calynn gets here, I always get everything ready, make sure that she's all set up and ready for the day. Her first client today is a men's cut, so when he gets here, I'm gonna wash him and get him caped for her, and then I will have it all set up for her already like I do now. I will show you that really quick. Okay, so even when I don't have to hand foils or anything like that, I still like to stay close to Calynn and keep an eye on what she's doing because I am still learning. So right now she is adding on some color to the existing blonde that was here. And then after the highlights come out in our rinse, we'll put a gloss on top, create nice blended look. Okay, so Calynn is finishing up her second client right now, throwing in some curls. Let's see how it's looking. So I am going to go get Miss Calynn some Chipotle, and I'm going to get myself, I think, a tuna sandwich from a deli. So, lunchtime! Everybody's favorite time of the day. I have my trusty dusty list here with what Calynn wants because I personally have never even tried Chipotle. I don't really have an interest in trying it, but anyways, let's go on in. Everybody has their one place that they're absolutely obsessed with. They could eat any day, anytime. For me, that's Panera. Green drink. If you haven't had it yet, you need to try it. But so I'm just getting back here now to have my food. Super excited to eat. So I absolutely love watching Calynn do her men's cuts. So
you?
My day is a lot of helping and a whole lot of watching and a lot of learning as well. One of the main closing things is making sure that the color bar is completely restocked for the next day, because obviously you don't want to ever be running around looking for what you need. So I just filled up the lightener. So this is nice and full to the top over here. And then we have all of our toners and stuff like that here. I see that I need to put 8G, so I'll come up here and I'll get an 8G, and also check these, make sure all the lids are down nicely. If the lids are missing, then obviously there's nothing I can do about that, but make sure this is nice and organized. And then over here, I just filled up our developer and everything like that. But yeah, so it is crucial that I do this every night to make sure that we're ready for the next day.
So how did you feel that your day of vlogging as an assistant went?
Honestly, it was really fun. I've never vlogged before, so this was a first time for me, so that was fun. I definitely didn't get everything in the video because there's so much that happens at the salon on a daily basis, I feel like. But for today's day, as much could be in the video as in the video, so, but there's always something happening here.
They definitely got a glimpse of like what you do throughout the day.
Oh yes, for sure.
And you know, as an assistant, the main objective as an assistant is to just kind of keep everybody on time, keep the ball moving.
Oh
and
yes.
Pretty much like
yes.
the grease to this operation. So as a general, what would you say total that you pretty much do?
I just make sure that everybody is doing what needs to be done, is on time. I make sure that clients, if they want anything to drink, they get something to drink. With COVID being a thing, everybody is spaced very far apart and have their drinks if they want them. I tone, rinse, blow dry, I hand foils, I sweep a lot, clean a lot. A little bit of everything, honestly.
You take out extensions.
Oh, yep,
She gets a lot of the extension, the beads, the wefts. You color all the wefts.
I color
for me.
extensions. Yep.
We could do another video of like how you color the extensions, but she gets things rolling and gets everything in place. So if I have a men's haircut, she gets the comb, the scissors, you know, the edgers. If it's an extension client, she's getting the hair colored, blow dried, styled.
Whatever she needs, she has it all right in front of her, so she's not, you know, taking any time out where she doesn't have to. So.
Right. And then any downtime is spent a lot of cleaning. I know that sucks, but it is a lot of cleaning. Wouldn't you say?
It's a lot of cleaning, but I mean, who doesn't love being in a clean space? So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, some days there's a lot more downtime than others, and other days there's just like, you have a ton of clients and you're like, okay, this place is a disaster. I have to clean up.
Oh, yeah.
She's also doing shampoos, checking, you know, when people are coming in now for COVID, checking temperatures.
Oh yes, I'm like crazy when it comes to temperatures. One of our stylist's fiance actually came in the other week, and he just like walked in the door and didn't think anything of it, but I like chased him down and was like, I need to take your temperature, here's some hand sanitizer, don't forget to wash your hands.
Yeah, we have a pretty strict policy.
I am the COVID police here, okay?
Yeah.
So
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have like a whole, you know, routine of COVID with when people get here. We have like a whole questionnaire, we have forms that they have to fill out, temperatures, hand sanitizer, they have to alcohol wipe their phone, wash their hands. So that's something the assistants typically do alongside of the front desk. They'll make sure, because if the front desk is perhaps busy, the assistants will jump in and do that. sweeping, cleaning.
Content making, because here at Opal we're huge with Instagram. We're not a walk-in salon, so we do get a lot of our clients off of social media. In downtime I'll also like run around and take pictures of different things in the salon or of the stylists, or
she's always Insta-storying like each stylist, what they're doing behind the scenes. You know, we have a huge presentation on Instagram, and we try to
maintain it, yeah.
Keep ourselves up with that.
People come in here and they're always like, oh my god, I saw you on this, and it's so cool to hear, because it means that it's paying off.
Yeah.
You know, the hard work pays off.
Right, and obviously Opal exists here because of Instagram and a lot of hard work, so we definitely keep that up. So she's always creating content, Insta-storying, you know, taking the ring light and like taking all kinds of like really high-end photography for our pages. She also, on perhaps if there's any other downtime, the salon's clean and there's maybe, you know, she doesn't need to help anybody at that moment, she'll jump on Pinterest, and we are always pinning our photos. I think one of our pins got like over 1,000 pins or something like that, and we have like 30,000 views like a week or something like that. Crazy on Pinterest. So we really try to stay on Pinterest and all those things. So you're never not doing something, I would say.
Honestly, there's so many times where the end of the day is coming, like we have an hour left, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even take a break. Like, I have to go take a break. I legally am obligated to take a break right now. Like, Calynn, I'll come back to you when I can. I have to go eat something really quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I personally can always find something to do and keep myself busy. There's constantly something to do.
Yeah. So we are going to finish this video with a Q&A of a bunch of questions that you guys have asked us on what exactly an assistant does, what they get paid, how they got the job, what are the good, the bad, and the ugly of, and everything in between. So we are going to interview my assistants and an old assistant who is now a stylist on the floor, and just kind of get everyone's opinion and tips and tricks that they can encourage you with so you guys can be on your way to success. All right, so first question, how did you get your job?
I got my job by messaging the Opal salon on Instagram, and I had messaged Calynn once, and she was like, well, we have an assistant right now. And I didn't give up. I messaged her again once I saw the assistant was gone, and me and Calynn had one interview. She showed me around the salon, and then I waited a few days, and she was like, okay, you're hired, and kind of took it from there.
What was your inspiration?
So for my inspiration, so for hair, ever since I was little, I loved going to the salon. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I chopped off all my hair in middle school. I said, I want to be cool, I want to be edgy. I loved it. I would always like braid my sister's hair. I just really had an interest in hair ever since I was a little girl, really. I didn't really have a lot of hair, but I wanted to be a hairdresser since I was like 8 years old. Is my thing. I loved art. I loved everything to do with like color and just being creative. That really inspires me. I find a lot of inspiration within like artwork and like film. I think those two have like the most like creative hair aspects. And then in life, really my mom inspires me because she is so generous with everyone. She's kind to everyone. She's also a business owner. She's also taught me like the business aspect of everything and how that applies to like everything in between. Salons. My mom works in a warehouses. She really has taught me like everything I need to know in life, so she's one of my biggest inspirations in life.
Why would you want to choose being an assistant right out of school instead of just going and renting your own chair?
Well, for me personally, the reason I became an assistant before a stylist was I did not know what I was doing with hair getting fresh out of school, and I knew that. The reason I knew that was probably because I had great stylists before me that told me it was best to be an assistant first. You literally get to stand there for days, for like a year, if depending on where you go, just watching and learning and seeing how people get to the desired results, and that's the best way for you to learn how you should do that. So that's why I wanted to be an assistant first. I just felt like it was smarter, and in the end, I feel like I made the right choice.
How did you figure out your daily routine?
Personally, that was a little hard for me. When I first got out of hair school, I worked at like a restaurant and whatnot. I did go straight into a salon, but I didn't take it very seriously at first. Like I always, obviously we work on Saturdays, but I always wanted to go out on Friday nights with my friends, and I just had to balance my life and work and all that. Figured myself out, figured where I wanted to be in life and how successful I wanted to be. So the things I take to being successful, I wake up early in the morning, enough time to get ready, do my makeup, do my hair, everything that I have to do to look presentable at work. And get ready, you know, and then I also manage my time with amount of time I have driving here, because it does take me about 30-35 minutes to get here, plus adding on extra time to be in the salon ready to go, getting ready, setting myself up, clocking in, kind of cleaning up the salon before we start. That's what I do to kind of set myself up for success.
How should you present yourself as an assistant?
Well, I always like to say, first begins with a smile. Even though if you're in a bad mood, something's going on, put on a smile. It improves your mood. Even though they can't see it with the mask on, they'll see your eyes smiling. They'll probably smile, so that's good. You got them smiling. I also like to have a humorous approach to things, so if something goes wrong, make a joke about it. Make them laugh, keep it light. It's supposed to be funny. I mean, you're not a hair salon, you're not a lawyer or something. You can be fun, you have fun with it, right? So you got that down. Now for like clothes and stuff, you gotta keep it neat and nice. You don't have to be too serious, you know what I mean? Keep it trendy and fun, as long as it's clean, you're smelling nice. And you gotta be yourself too, right? You don't try to be someone else, you know? Be yourself. As long as you and you feel confident, the world is your oyster, man.
Starting off as an assistant, what is some traits or characteristics that you can start now to set yourself apart and potentially gain clients in the future?
So what I've personally been doing is I'm a social butterfly, so I do my absolute best to make everybody feel super good about themselves. The second they walk in the door and the entire time that they're here, I want them to feel like they are queens or kings of the castle. So that's the first part of it. I also, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but people love when I give them shampoos, and I actually have a few people that come in for wash and blow dries because of that. So that helps me get clients. And I'm also building up my Instagram page, and I've had a bunch of people message me off of there as well. So that's a few things that I do now as an assistant to try to get my book rolling, to be a stylist.
What would you say is the good, the bad, and the ugly of assisting?
Okay, so we'll start off with the good. The good thing about assisting is you learn a lot of education under someone who's already had a ton of experience under their belt. The other thing is you learn all the ins and outs of everything, and you learn how to work smarter, not harder. And that's a huge thing, I think, in our industry, because sometimes you can make things go for on and on and on and do so much work, and you could have really just done it in a few simple steps. The bad part of our job, I think one thing that we have to work on Saturdays, it kind of sucks, especially waking up at 8 a.m. But you learn to get past it and it kind of becomes normal. Another bad thing is sometimes, you know, you'll be on break or something and you'll only have a certain amount of time, and then you'll have to kind of go help around the salon a little bit. As time goes on, you get used to it, and then as you become a stylist, you kind of can put in your own break. The ugly about this job is that you may cry a few times. You know, it gets a little chaotic, and it's a very fast-paced industry. You all learn to love each other, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anyone says to you or whatnot. You gotta kind of go past it.
I hope you guys enjoyed our interview. I hope it gave you some cool insight and has encouraged you. Whether or not you're in hair school, or you're thinking about going to hair school, or you're at the end and you're thinking, what should I do? Should I be an assistant, or should I rent a chair, be my own stylist? You know, I definitely suggest being an assistant. I assisted actually 2 times, and if it wasn't for both of those assistants, I wouldn't be the stylist that I am today. It has taught me so much. I got to literally watch, you know, 2 salon owners and see qualities about them that really inspired me and, you know, really encouraged me to be who I am today. And without that, I don't think I would be. So I totally think it's worth it to be an assistant. It is hard work. You do kind of have to be at the bottom of the totem pole starting off, and just don't get discouraged by that because it's usually just 1 year of assisting to a whole life of being a stylist, and it's just so rewarding to have clients and make them beautiful and make them feel good. So it's like, again, it's like a small price to pay for just a future of a wonderful career that I absolutely love. And when you are looking for your forever hair home, you know, really research what kind of salon you want to be in. Do you want to be in like a high traffic, you know, busy hustle and bustle salon? Do you want to be in something a little bit more like relaxing and, you know, smaller, boutique-y, whatever it is? Like, really research what you think it is that you want to do and just have the confidence to go after it. Show up to these salons and say, hey, are you hiring? That person is just going to be like totally blown away that you showed up, and it's really going to stand out to them because I know it would for me. So again, keep your confidence up. You guys are amazing. I'm sure you're doing amazing at school, and whatever it is that you do, just know that you are going to kill it. I know it doesn't always feel that way at first, but you will, especially with the right mentor. You guys are going to be so great and so successful at this career. So again, if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, feel free to message me, or you can message my salon. And again, subscribe to my channel, leave your comments below, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks again.